Hey, how's it going, guys? Back with another DVD update. Had a few ideas of what I was going to do for this next video, but I just got done watching Ryan 1988's DVD Blu-ray update, and it inspired me to go in this direction. So shout out to you, Ryan 1988, or Justin. I'm going to leave his link below if you guys haven't subscribed to him yet, which I'm sure you have. Be sure to do so. He's a great guy, great YouTuber. He's got an awesome collection, some awesome videos, and just overall nice guy. So definitely be sure to check out his channel. Again, it's Ryan 1988. Shout out to you, buddy. You know, great job with your videos. Keep up the good work. I always enjoy watching them. Links below. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't. So anyway, I'm watching this video, and he shows off his new DVDs and Blu-rays that he's gotten recently, and one of them was David Cronenberg's Videodrome. And then he also showed David Cronenberg's The Fly, and mentioned how the only Cronenberg DVD he owned beforehand was The Brood, which he really enjoyed. I'm a big fan of The Brood as well, so that's awesome, Justin. But anyway, he's basically saying how he'd like to get into Cronenberg films a little bit more and stuff, and they're definitely worth checking out. I'm a Cronenberg film fan myself, and I'm going to show off what I do have by Cronenberg. I'm going to show off all the DVDs that I have of the films he's directed. I don't own everything he's directed, but I do own a lot of them, so that's what I'm going to do for this video. Keeping in routine with my Don Coscarelli collection, my Carpenter collection, Wes Craven, all them. So this will be my David Cronenberg DVD collection. So first up, this is my edition of Videodrome. This is the Criterion Collection edition, and I think it's the first ever Criterion Collection DVD I ever purchased, back years ago when I first started collecting Criterion. I really always loved this one. I love the cover art, and I just love how it looks like a videotape in the case. If I wasn't working one-handed here, I would take it out, but if you guys that own it, I'm sure it looks like, the whole thing looks like a videotape, the whole case. Then you open it up, and has the two DVDs inside, a big thick booklet, some great information about the movie. Just what you would expect from a Criterion Collection release. But very good film, one of my favorites by Cronenberg, and just awesome. Then we have A History of Violence. This is, I know, a favorite among a lot of fans. It's definitely suspenseful, violent, of course. Pretty cool stuff here, action-packed. Good modern-day Cronenberg film, and I recommend it. Next, Dead Ringers. It's another one I know a lot of fans really enjoy. Definitely a good one. Then we have The Dead Zone, probably one of the more popular titles, being that it is based on the Stephen King story, and also because a show was eventually developed on the same story. But this is the original, starring Christopher Walken and Martin Sheen, and directed by David Cronenberg. Then we have The Brood, one of my favorites. Absolutely love this. Always creeped me out. Definitely some creepy scenes in here. Also featured in Terror in the Isles, so that's in my Terror in the Isles video as well. Some great scenes from that in there. Then we have a lesser-known title, I think, and that's Spider. I don't think a lot of people really know about this one. Definitely more of an underrated title from Cronenberg, but definitely cool. Enjoyed this. Then we have Shivers, probably the rarest of all the Cronenberg films, in Region 1 DVD anyway. This goes by different titles, I know that, but it's known in Region 1 as Shivers. This is the director's cut. It was released by Image, and been out of print for a long time now. This is extremely hard to find. Really, really expensive DVD online. Impossible to find in stores. So if you ever do come across a copy for whatever reason and it's decently priced, definitely snatch it up, because this thing is extremely rare. Next, Scanners. Another classic Cronenberg film. Some great scenes in here. Of course, you got the head explosion scene, which a lot of people think of when they think of this film. But awesome, awesome movie. Really love Scanners. Then we have Rabid. This is the Roger Corman director series. Kind of a rare. Well, it is a rare DVD as well. Not as rare as, say, Shivers, but definitely a rare edition to get. There are other editions of Rabid out there, so it is readily available. But DVD-wise, this is probably the rarest of the Region 1 releases of this film. Then we have another Criterion Collection edition, and that's Naked Lunch. This was definitely a trippy, strange Cronenberg film, but you wouldn't expect anything less from the director. I enjoyed this. It was pretty cool. Kind of like a surreal type movie. I don't know, strange things going on. dealing with an exterminator. So pretty cool, worth checking out. And we have The Fly. He did not direct The Fly 2, but I own it only in this 2-pack. So I showed off with The Fly. You know, I like what Justin said about it, or Ryan 1988 in his video. Mentioned how it, you know, it's kind of like a love story horror movie mix, and that's exactly what it is. I remember seeing a list one time online. It was like classic love stories, and it wasn't even just classic horror love stories. It was about classic love stories, and The Fly was actually included in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. But really cool movies. You got some gross out scenes in there, but it's just really, really enjoyable. And, you know, as I said, The Fly 2 is not directed by Cronenberg, but, you know, just to respond to Justin, I think it's a fun film as well. I know a lot of people don't like The Fly 2, but I enjoyed it. And then we have Crash, starring James Spader, Holly Hunter. This one's out of print as well now in Region 1. This is the NC-17 and R-rated versions. Kind of a sexual, strange type movie dealing with car crashes and all that. But it's still interesting enough. As I said, you know, you can definitely tell it's a Cronenberg film. His style's written all over it. And still enjoyable. And finally, he did not direct this, but I wanted to show it anyway. And it's Nightbreed, one of my favorite horror films of all time. This is directed by Clive Barker. However, the reason I'm showing it in this video is because David Cronenberg actually plays in it and plays a very large role in this film. You know, it's not just a cameo. He's one of the main characters. He's actually right there on the case. So just felt like I should show that because I think it's pretty awesome that, you know, he plays a main role in a horror film. And, you know, when you think of David Cronenberg, at least when I think of David Cronenberg, I always think of Nightbreed. And as I said, you know, he didn't produce it or direct it or anything like that. But being one of the stars, I don't know, I think Cronenberg and I think of Nightbreed. So that's my David Cronenberg collection. As I said, I don't own everything he's done on DVD, but eventually one day I'll get there, I guess. For now, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of his films. Let me know what your favorite Cronenberg film is, what your least favorite is. Comment, subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.